knew there was a gap. I knew there was a gap in black women and in black families when it came to building wealth, and building a legacy. I'm like, how many famous black families do I know who are wealthy? How many black family names do I know? Can I recite? And I started to realize there was a gap. So there was a problem, right? So the first rule when you are thinking about starting a business, you need to identify a need. You got to identify a gap. You got to see where there's something that you can bring to the table to make a difference. So I created my new baby, the legacy method. Right. Please clap for this baby. The legacy method is my new program that I created for us. You know, one of the things I'll share with you guys is there's this myth that wealth is about money, all about money, right? Well, we know some real rich people that's unhappy, right? We know a lot of millionaires that hit the lotto, and guess what? They're broke because they weren't taught financial literacy. They don't understand what to do with the money when they get it. So what's the purpose of having it if you're not going to know how to manage it, right? So I knew there was a gap. And so when I created this, I said, I found something here. I found something that will be able to help us close that gap. Because that's the goal at the end of the day, right? It's all about our families, our children, which I love my dearly Tiara and Amari. And it's about family. Charmaine, Teresa, you guys know, Talika, it's all about family at the end of the day. And for me, I wanted to create something where we all can make money, but we also can do business together. Because for some reason, there's this stereotype that family can't work together or women can't work together. That's fake. Somebody created that and we started believing it, just like everything else, right? So I'm a big believer in we can change the narrative. We can do something different, right? We can make it look different. Now, why is this product, the legacy method, why is this legacy brunch so important to me? It's definitely a story behind it. Like, I didn't just create this because I wanted to. I'm very proud. I was raised by a single father, and my mom passed away when I was in elementary school. And when she passed away, for my dad to be 30, raising 2 kids, my brother and I, me and Lloyd, I don't know what to say about that. To be able to have my father do what he's supposed to do as a parent with the absence of my mom was everything to me. And even though there were days I was mad at him when he would wake me and my brother up that we got to go work on this candy truck. When there were days that we had to go help him get the seafood business ready so he could hit all the communities and deliver his LT seafood, I used to be mad at him. Like, Dad, we're still kids. But we had to grow up. We had to help. And so I remember those days. And I think about legacy. My daddy gave me something more powerful than money could ever give you. Discipline, respect, character, a name, the Taylor name. So I knew I had to keep that name going. I knew that was important to figure out how do I do that. And then when my daddy started this pallet business, when I was in high school, Katina may not know this, I used to be so embarrassed to my dad was driving around in this old beat up pickup truck picking up pallets every day. I was like, Dad, you picking up, what are you going to do with them? And he was selling them for like $2 a pallet. Very humble man. Very humble man. And let's fast forward though, baby. Let me tell you. Let's fast forward. My brother's not here today, but my brother walked in them shoes real quickly. It's been some struggle. It's been some challenges, but baby, that's a seven-figure business today. My brother's one of the only black-owned pallet businesses. Do you hear me? In Virginia, probably North Carolina too, because he's met a few. So to be able to carry these things on, to be able to be, the first to inherit a business, that's legacy, right? So everybody's talking about it, but let me show you what it's really about and what it looks like, because that's what it looks like, what you're seeing right here. So for us to be able to inherit that business and then to start a trucking business where a majority of the people who run the business is family or women, I don't know what else to say. One thing I know for sure is my children, my nieces, my nephews, their kids, they're going to have at least, we know, 2 businesses or 3 that they'll be able to continue to run when I'm not here. That's when you start building a legacy. That's when you start building wealth. When you start writing checks and you don't even check your bank account, that's when you begin to say, yes, baby, I am starting to see, right? But when you still checking your bank account when you making a purchase, you ain't wealthy. If you don't have family around you, you aren't wealthy. If you don't have people around you who support you, you are not wealthy. If your family don't stand up with you, you're not wealthy. See, I started to tell you, everybody thinks it's about money. See, legacy is about the name, carrying on a good, positive thing with people who have great character. Building a legacy is about, I see you, Beverly, about those pearls that you continue to keep in your family. That every wedding, that grandmother that comes up and says, baby, you can't walk down the aisle without these pearls. It's about those paintings and that art that's in your home that you tell your kids, you better not sell this because we need to keep this in the family. See, that's when you start to build those things. It's also about traditions, right? It's about the times you spend with your family, the memories you make, the mark you make. So when you're gone, your kids are still carrying that on if you're not here. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about building a legacy, we're talking about being wealth builders, and we're talking about something bigger than money. Because if you do all these other things I'm talking about, you're gonna get wealthy. It don't take long to do that. In a year's time, we made $750,000 in a trucking company. So don't tell me we can't go out here and build wealth. It's a choice. It's discipline. It's structure. It's routines. It is having a good team and good teachers too as well. So I don't want to leave that out. Guys, I just want to again thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for attending and being a part of this today. And I'm just so thankful and I'm just so blessed because I could not do this without you. When they truly say it takes friendships, family, and people that really love you and care about you to do what you do every day, that's a fact. The 4 women that I asked to be here today, they did not blink. When I called or text or email Katina, I'm there. What you need me to do. We don't talk every day. We don't see each other every day. But we've been friends since middle school, and she know how we used to ride for each other back then. When I called Nicole Hardy, that's my girl. She's traveling all over the world. I got her baby with her, living on the beach. They built her a house. I called her. She said, I can't be there in person, but tell me what time you need me to sign in. I'm there. When I called Shakika, when I moved to Charlotte, oh God, that's a story. But the bottom line is when I call her, my daughter has a volleyball game. But tell me what time to sign in. I'm going to be there. When I called Teresa, it was not even a question, baby. So when I talk about pulling out your phone and your Rolodex and being able to call your connections, your friends, and your relationships and your partnerships, if you can't make money with your friends, if you can't get on stage with your friends, if you can't do business with your friends, or the people that's supposed to be silent, you need to recheck your phone right now today. I challenge you guys to start deleting right now, because if I were you, I'd start deleting a whole lot of people out there, some family too. Because, honey, let me tell you something. To post something for you, to send you a text, costs them absolutely nothing. So if they're not willing to do that for you, they're probably not willing to do anything for you. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Okay?
All right.